Hi, this is David Baird at bluesharmonica.com, and I'm here to walk you through the Levels of Achievement program. Levels of Achievement provides a system for the mastery of the blues harmonica. Now, you could be the student who does this for their own personal enjoyment and maybe doesn't even plan to play out. It's also a system for students who are very serious about the instrument and who want to perform and become the next greatest blues harmonica player. Either way, what Levels of Achievement provides is a logical and comprehensive approach through your learning process and helps you to navigate the material I've provided for you at bluesharmonica.com. The Levels of Achievement program is a comprehensive program because the study of an instrument and its application is a comprehensive process. There are many elements that go into making a well-rounded musician. So part of the Levels of Achievement program, of course, is a technique focus, and that's in our study songs, tongue blocking and bending being our most important elements. So we have study songs, and of course part of the process is to submit that to me for my review and to help you walk through that. Also within that is what's called solo harmonica playing, which is your ability not only in the study songs to play along with jam tracks, which the idea is that those jam tracks would equal other musicians that you could play with, a band, right? But solo harmonica study is your ability to play by yourself as well. Some of you know it as chugging or chording on the harmonica. That's an important element of harmonica playing as well. Also improvising. Improvising is one of my specialties, and I really like to teach the art of improvising and songwriting. And accompaniment playing. How much time are you actually spending soloing? If you're playing with other musicians, there's a vocalist, a guitarist, a keyboardist. So knowing how to play the basic harmonica fills, but also how organists approach playing padding behind the vocals or another instrument. Or how about those horn punches that horn players employ, or the great bass lines that we can play on the harmonica as well. We also cover some basic scales. Luckily, we don't need to learn many on the harmonica, but our home scale, the C major scale and the C major harmonica is of course important, and our blues scale and major pentatonic scale. And the basic theory that goes along with that, because we are playing over the 12-bar blues, so we do need to learn about those chords, and that also helps us to understand more about what position playing is about on the harmonica. So we tend to use a lot of the intuitive side approach, learn a song, learn some licks. Through the improvising studies, I help you to apply those licks into the context of your improvising. But to have a little bit of theory knowledge to be able to talk the talk with the other musicians is also very important. From what I just stated, I think you get the idea that there's a lot of elements towards the mastery of blues harmonica. But I want you to keep in mind that my goal is to keep you excited along the way, playing great songs that you feel sound great and that are very applicable to go into your local jam session and playing if you wish to do that. And that these are bite-sized pieces. The idea is to have these goals that are obtainable with some hard work and dedication. They are definitely attainable. And little by little, you walk yourself through that process. And each year I want you to look back from the mountaintop and say, you know what, I couldn't do that, and now I can do that. And that's, again, part of my goal as your teacher is to help you walk through that and also keep you motivated along the way. There are 10 levels within the Levels of Achievement program. Underneath your picture in the forum and also on your homepage is a badge of a harmonica, and right now there's no holes filled in. As you complete each Levels of Achievement testing process, you'll receive a colored in hole. Obviously 10 levels for the 10 holes on the harmonica. Now, our first 3 holes are green in color, and that represents our beginning material on the website. Then we go to holes 4 through 6, and that's blue, and that represents our intermediate material on the website. And holes 7 through 9 is red, that's our advanced material on the website, with hole number 10, in this case, being white, and that shows that someone has achieved all 10 levels on the program. So not only do you get this visual representation of achievement, we'll also post on our Facebook page, and I'll also send you a nice pin that you can wear at your local harmonica events and say, hey, I'm striving for excellence, and this is what I've achieved so far in the Levels of Achievement program. On top of all this, as you go through the Levels of Achievement program, artist studies will be unlocked. And artist studies provide study songs that are in the style of, or actually are songs that we study of given artists. So for our artists that are still out there and alive, I've contracted with them where I've actually transcribed one of their songs and I walk through in a video format teaching you how to play those songs. So you get the MP3, the PDF of the song transcription, and me walking you through that. And these are all skill level specific. So for our beginning students, the songs are a little bit more basic. And for our advanced students, they're, some of them are are quite detailed. Within there we have Jerry Portnoy, James Harmon, Steve Geiger, Andy Just, Gary Smith. And for my study songs for like Little Walter, Big Walter Horton, Rice Miller, Sonny Boy 2, I have songs that are written in the style of them where I've actually taken a lot of their greatest licks and put them together in an instrumental that employs both their licks and their movements in a great new song, again with a PDF and me walking you through the video material. So it really is some great bonus material to award you for your levels of achievement. There are no additional fees for you to walk through the Levels of Achievement program. The only time a fee is involved is when you take your test, and that's just a very minimal fee to cover the expenses of the testing process, such as the pen and mailing it to you, etc. And again, keep in mind that you can still walk through the Levels of Achievement program and not even submit any of the material. It could be there just for you to help walk through the material at bluesharmonica.com. But I do encourage you to do this, because what this does is it gives you a metric to work towards to walk through your mastery of the harmonica. Embedded in the Levels of Achievement program is a teacher accreditation system. Whether you're currently a harmonica instructor looking to better your skill set, or you're interested in teaching, levels 1 through 6, once you've completed levels 1 through 6, you'll receive an accreditation to teach beginning students. Once you've completed levels 1 through 9, you'll receive accreditation for intermediate students. And once you've completed 1 through 10 and also shadowed with me, working with me basically at 2 workshops, you'll receive a level 10 instructor accreditation. Now, what differentiates you from the other students is instead of having a silver pin, yours will be a gold pin, both on the forum and also what I mail to you. Once you've achieved this status, your information will be placed on the instructor part of the website at bluesharmonica.com. This will help to bring in new students for you, but also, really importantly, for you, the student who's on bluesharmonica.com. If you see an instructor that lives in your area that's received that status, what's great is not only can you work with me on the website, but you have someone locally that can help you through that material who's also very familiar with that material. All right, I think it's time to get started. Here's a couple things to keep in mind. Everybody starts at level 1. I don't care how advanced of a player you are, you're going to have holes in your playing. So I want to make sure that you don't miss anything by starting with level 1. Some of the information may be basic for you, but keep in mind, there's music theory, there's scales, there's movement patterns on the harmonica, there's accompaniment playing, improvising, technique studies. Again, I just don't want you to miss anything. Number 2, if you've already been studying with me for a while and you've been submitting material through this time, if there's a song in there that you've already submitted to me and you still have that recording or still have my reply, all you need to do is forward that information to me, and no problem, I'll put a check mark on that. Below this video, you'll see the different levels of achievement, the little blocks. Click on level 1. When level 1 pops up, there's a video of me walking you through that material. There's also text that's basically the same information. And also, when you're ready to take the test, go ahead and click on Take the Test. There are links to all the studies, so it's very clear what you need to work on. It's not a bad idea just to click on the test link so you can see exactly what you'll be required to test on. All right, so I look forward to receiving your submissions and helping walk you through a new path of excellence for on the harmonica.